Welcome back everyone to the Complete Pineleaf. I am here in the Pineleaf fields where it's about time that I started to oh, get this shot off right at the start. First off, ooh, yeah, that's the nuisance of mounted mobs. Alright. Oh, the foe guests as he falls. Yes, where I am to collect information for a poet to get some charred pieces of wood, some trampled wheat, hear the death rattle of enemy soldiers, and observe the gleam in the eyes of a captain. All these wonderful things that I need to collect for the poet. On top of that, I also need to collect some metal scraps on the Pelennor. Now, whether that's going to be from foes or from finding scraps all over the place, I'm not sure yet. I suppose I could check this. Metal scrap can be found in orcish encampments. Well, I guess that answers that question. Let's go and find an enemy encampment. Why is he sending me up there, I wonder? Actually, what I want to do is I want to set the quest focus to an encampment, and perhaps I'll get some of the poet points as I go along in there, and eventually I expect to be able to finish off with a little points on poetry once that is done. And we have really look, I'm trying to kill goblins and you just decide to come and boy, these enemy units seem to really love going after you, don't they? Hey, are you up to something? Haradrim Slayer of old. You mean that's the first time I've attacked one of the Haradrim? Whew. Oh, that's right. I think it was Easterlings that I was fighting earlier out in the areas past the Ramas. Well, we'll have to deal with goblins. Another gasp. Actually, this might be the last gasp, though it really doesn't matter because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be killing a number of foes still as I go through here, but including flies. I guess flies don't gasp. I think I found the encampment, and it looks like I also found an Urukai. Well, let's deal with the Urukai, who is definitely not going to like this day, and wish they'd look the other direction. So right now he wants to cut his way through a hobbit, I think, but he did not win that particular endeavor. Once we do that, deal with the goblin. Then we go into the camp and see if I can find some trampled wheat. Actually, no, trampled wheat would be out in the fields. But I need to get some scrap metal. Yes, scrap metal, that's something that I do need to get from here. Now, who do we have? Oh. Hey, could you tell me where I could get some scrap metal? Yes, so we can make weapons to kill you with, of course. Why else would you think I'd be needing scraps of metal? Really? What a ridiculous question to ask me. Well, maybe it isn't such a ridiculous question to ask me. Now, any pieces of scrap metal anywhere in this camp? Ooh, I see a glint up ahead. Scrap metal. I'm to carry 10 sets of that with me? Boy, I must be strong. I think I found a captain. The question is, how many allies does this captain have? Probably too many. So I'm going to have to pull this one and see how many come. Probably all of them, but it's worth a shot. Ah! Only 2 of them. So let's see about the gleam in the eyes of Captain. Ooh, I'm assuming they mean one of the enemy captains and not one of our captains. Whatever's the case, he's not going to be a captain too much longer. Was I supposed to just observe him? I think this is the last piece of metal that I need. Though, of course, I'm not done searching for things because I still have to find some charred wood and some trampled fields, but finding those should be easy enough in this place. Just find some of the old farmsteads. Now, this looks like a place that's on fire. New deed, Old Honorian Farms. Oh, wonderful. Well, these farms aren't in very good shape. I think these orcs don't do a very good mending job. Well, I suppose they're trying to do just the opposite. Now, is there any old charred wood here? Ah! Oh, right over here. Charred wood. There you go. I was expecting to find a trampled wheat field instead, but anything to help with the quest, right? It appears that on top of finding some more charred wood here, I've also found a good number of trolls. Well, unfortunately, maybe it's not a good number of trolls because the only good number of trolls is 0. This should be plenty of charred wood, but I still need to find some fields that are more trampled than burnt. Ah, here's one right now. Trampled wheat. And of course, I still need to find a captain. Aha! A Suhalar captain. That really should do. He should be better than an orcish captain, right? Let's see if I could see the gleam in his eyes. Hey, may I see the gleam in your eyes? Before I kill you, of course. Observe. Observe the caltrops that are spread alongst my feet. That's what I observed there. The captain's eyes were wild and fey as he fought and fell. Ooh, quite alliterative. Now, how about we get back to Minas Tirith and turn in these quests? I finally made it back to the Smith's Fellow Hall, and I'm glad to get rid of this metal.
Mordor will regret challenging the walls of Minas Tirith.
Look at all of this metal. I'm amazed you made it back unscathed. I'm amazed I got it back here without a hernia. Now you should bring the scrap metal to our forges. You'll find them in the forges of Curion. To the forges of Curion. Well, I have been there before. I presume there are some reasonable places for me to place the metal. How about right here? The forge's fires grow bright with the newly added metal. Well, alright, let's see. Here's a little bit more. Okay, that is 2 sets of metal. Any more forges that seem to be a little low on their metallosity? We'll see. Oh, here it is. Metallicity, that's the word. And then we need one more, probably on the other side. And then I won't have to worry about carrying these scraps all over the place anymore. Whew. Oh, yes, there it is. And finally, this bit. Good! The metal has been delivered.
Mordor will regret challenging the walls of Minas Tirith.
Thanks again for replenishing the forge. We will be able to make some more barricades for the war now. With the height of those siege towers, I suspect we'll need them. Well, we shall see. We shall see. Now, I suppose I need to go up to the next level to find that poet. I am back from my trip.
We can only hope that the Rohirrim will arrive before it's too late.
Perhaps I ask too much of you, but yet it is no more than we ask every soldier here. Nevertheless, you've brought me ample inspiration. Let me ponder a moment. Dark the day and bright the fires in the trencher's veins. Veins go cold and life expires, expiring joy and dread and pain. Dark the day and blood shall flow, dark the day and still we go. Blood shall flow and fear shall clamor, clamor like the soldiers' cries, cries of fury, hope and valor. Valor chants and death defies. Dark the day and still we go. Dark the day and blood shall flow. There, it is done. I have wrought a song for war. Perhaps we will take these words to our graves. If that be so, take my thanks as well. Yeah. It appears I'm still finding the suspicious characters around
Mordor will
town.
regret challenging the walls of Minas Tirith.
Don't the wardens have more important things to do to attend to? Maybe that's why they sent me. I'm sorry, just let me live. Right. These lords here are having quite a discussion. Hello there.
Tonight, wine, food, and friends. Tomorrow, come what may.
And there we were, stumbling down the darkened street, all the wine and whatnot you have stuffed in our coats. Now, what was it called, that wine? The name escapes me, and to think I drank so very much of it in those years. Ah, hold your tongue, Heloine. I hear the dart of wit upon it before you even moved your lips. Forgetting comes of drinking, you will say, and so that wine was its own undoing. I guess correctly, do I not? Ha ha! But let me think of a moment. Was it? Yes, Baron's Blood. That was the name. How should I like a taste of that wine now? You there, my good hobbit, since you're standing right at hand, will you be so good as to ask the old Imodin if he has got any Baron's Blood? Well, I presume that's a red wine. I would hope that's a red wine as opposed to some sort of alcoholic beverage fermented from blood or something like that.
Minas Tirith will surely be able to withstand an attack from the enemy, won't it?
Baron's Blood? You might say that old stuff's a bit beneath lords such as they, but I know that they're at. It's what they drank when they were young men and went free about the city. I suppose recollecting old times can recollect old thirst, eh? Well, there's some over there amongst my stores. You can help yourself. All right. Well, I was afraid that he was going to say, no, we haven't had any of that since the days of Baron. It looks like this is it. Baron's Blood. Oh, we of course need 4 bottles of it, one for each of them, I guess. And here's a bit more. And here's a bit more. There you go. And soon they'll be running in the battle with the blood of Baron. Here you go.
Were those horns? Do the horns sound?
Here, Louis, catches your arm. Give that wine here, Pineleaf. Should you place it before long, we others might never have a taste. This here, friends, a glass to you, Nell dear, a glass for me, yes, and one for you, Forlong, my friend, to our days of youth. To our days of youth. 3 friends raise their glasses and drink. All right, well, I'm sure it tastes better than that stuff I had, yes, after that bet.
If you're looking to help, there's plenty to do. As you can surely see, we're low on helping hands.
And with one sip, a flood of memories. How we sat at this very table, night upon night, our glasses full of Baron's blood and old Calendel cheese upon our plates. Warden, you can kindly furnish us with a wine. Can you now find the cheese as well? Do some old men some kindness. All right, some old Calendel cheese. Well, I will presume the barkeeper will know.
Our walls will protect us.
Old Calendel? Well, I don't know what to say, but that some things linger and some things fade away. I haven't had any of that cheese for a good many years. Though, now that I think of it, you might try the back of the middle stores, just up that way. You'll find all kinds of things back there, you will. Look for some old Calendel cheese in the middle stores. I hope it's properly labeled because I wouldn't know old Calendel cheese from any other type of cheese. Perhaps Rosti in here could help us find the cheese?
We won't let our city fall.
What? Old Calendel? I think we might have some further in. I'm not going back there though. If you want some, you'll need to go for yourself. Alright, I will go and search for some old Calendel cheese. Any cheese in here? Wait. That thing seemed like it was filled with cheese. Are you saying that I need to take 3 whole crates? I mean, I know that these lords like their wine and cheese, but this is a bit on the ridiculous side, isn't it? Yes, I think so. Well, we'll see how ridiculous it is when I return to them. Is this the cheese you ordered?
You made it here safely? With the enemy all around?
Why, what have we here? It's a memory on the round, my friends. I thank you, good warden. Here, Luane, hand me that bread. Furlong, the knife. Let us put fond memory to our lips. There you go. Oh my goodness gracious. More quests? More quests. What do they want now? We'll have to find that out in the next episode of Complete Pineleaf.